so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls
in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
I don't need to. I've got Louis.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 57. Hey, 43.
I got you, baby. I got you. Wow, that's it. 36 to Mike.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. Right?
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
At the Jaguars' 16-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
43.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Go, baby.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Go.
line.
10 logo. Blue draw quarters.
Switch.
Be crib.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Rolling to his right. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go now. 10-2 saw. Pilot 64. Read.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the
15
score,
lines.
Jaguars.
Let's go. Tighten up. Let's go.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 15 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
80 weapon. Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Topper!
Off play action, it's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, let's get on there. Go.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you. I got you.
5.
From the 38, Minshew. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down, Chiefs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Let's go.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big hit. 36, 36.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. So he got 3 at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is taken at the 23. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky.
Chopper. Ready.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
22 jet bomber.
Mike Spofo. Too little, cupcake.
Hey, exit. Get it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st down, Kansas City.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it. Check 24.
They run again with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On 1st down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Taking it and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. They made one more play. Could have had our shutout.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Draw play. Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is